Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Nikki the Creator. So this video is going to be for those of you who are kind of new to this journey and figuring yourself out. But actually, this video is for all of y'all. This video for all of y'all. I'm going to call this video, I Did It So You Do Not Have To, right? So I caught myself, looking for an older picture, and I have like a Google Drive on my phone that any picture that I take in my regular photos automatically backs up to the Google Photos. So I have pictures back dating to like 2016, back before I ever knew what manifestation was or was aware of this stuff. So with the picture I was looking for, it was taking me back like into those years, 2018, 2019. And one of the things that I realized in that time period, because that is the time period that I began to become aware of the laws and, manifesting an SP. If you don't know what an SP is, it's your specific person, or manifesting love. And this is one of the major things I got from like seeing the chapters I went through in the pictures. Because you ever looked at a picture of yourself and kind of knew why you went through what you went through at that time? That's kind of what I had. And I'm happy that I reflected, because the reflection made me go, wow, I've grown so much. I'm so powerful, but I've also been powerful in this time, but I just did not know it. So this video is to encourage you and to tell you not to do what I did, right? So back then, and this is why I speak on tarot readings. This is why I speak on psychic. This is why I speak on astrology. I do not shame people for being interested in it. I do not shame people for making statements like, that's what a Capricorn will do. That's what a Scorpio will do. Blah, blah, blah. I don't shame you on it, but I want you to be very aware of what you're doing. As you dive deep into those things and just essentially taking your power away from you, connected to source, and putting it on other people and other things outside of you, because that's exactly what happened. Not necessarily that, but just I gave my power away, right? So when I was dating when I was talking to my now boyfriend, my SP is now my boyfriend. Back then he was not, so that we can kind of get a clear understanding. And for those of you who are new here as well, I talk about SP mostly in my membership, so you should probably join that if you want to hear more about that content. I just don't want my page to be overflowing with just SP content. There's people who want to manifest money, lifestyle change, health, and I want to cater to everyone on the main side, right? Anyways, when I was dating my SP, I saw how, because in the pictures, as I'm looking for the picture I'm looking for, it's a specific picture I'm looking for, I'm seeing little filters in of when I started talking to him, but also the time period. I'm remembering what's going on at that time. And I'm like, oh, I remember this time. I remember this, da, da, da. So I realized in that year when he came in hot, I was so into myself. I was self-concept. I'm telling you guys it from the terminology now. Back then I did not know it. Okay, so I was into myself. I was focused on myself. I thought I was her. I thought I was beautiful. I thought I was cool. I thought I was different. I thought I was refreshing. All of these things about myself, and I saw it in my pictures, like the way I dressed, the way I did my hair, the way I didn't care. I did whatever I wanted. And in that time too, I saw my group of friends. It was like I was out with friends. I was having fun. I remember I was going out. I didn't even have a job then. At that year, and I was just going out. I was having fun. Things was being paid for. And I saw exactly in the pictures when I started to become indecisive and was choosing stories and assumptions that did not align to what I wanted to experience. So I saw when I started to kind of like get withdrawn. I saw when the outings, it's not even just outings, like even the screenshots change, like it just changed. I'm going to tell you exactly what happened so that you don't have to do it. At that time, I began to look outside of me for answers. So what was happening previously was I was trusting myself. I knew that what I wanted, I could have. I knew that things work out for me. I just had this inner knowing that I get what I want. Then it turned into trusting something. I don't know what made it change. I'm not going to dig deep into that. I don't have to, because I'm back to where I needed to be. But I don't know what changed, but I started to look outside of me for answers. My screenshots also of like things on my timeline started to change. I started to screenshot a million things about astrology and twin flames and tarot readings. Now, I'm not blaming that. I'm just pointing out my actions, which was I began to trust other people's words on what was happening in my life. Therefore, I began to take it on as an assumption. Therefore, I began to live it. So they were like, oh, guys do this and Scorpios do that. And when you date this, and if he don't text this time, he does this. And I started to realize how I started to behave in my pictures and how I dressed. I started to dress to impress other people rather than dress how I wanted. I used to I'm just seeing the changes in myself. And then it reflected also, it started to begin to reflect in when me and him was dating. He started to pull back, or he was hot and cold, and it wasn't stable. It wasn't commitment. Guys, I'm being so vulnerable so that you cannot do this. You can avoid all of this. I'm going to tell you how. And I did all of that. And then you started to see the trickle in of law of assumption and the laws and meditation, and I started to see my life changing back. Well, not back, because I always say like it's gonna be better than what it was before. So you started to see my life change. I started to become stable. I started to become more confident again. The knowingness that I already had, that I gave away to someone else and outside of me, started to come back within me. So like now I'm starting to know. You see through my pictures. Remember, I'm still scrolling, guys, like to find the picture. And I think it meant to happen that way for me to see like, wow, you really went through the trenches, girl. You did not have to. Anywho's, and I'm going through the photos and I'm seeing how's my knowingness come back. This is when I started to get into fitness as well. So I started to work on my body and like focus really and just invest all my time into me. And I started to see when he started to really start coming in hot again. Now, what I would say, because if you are on my page and you know, I manifested my SP back like twice. So this is the time again I'm seeing that I lost it again. This time was because I started to believe in outside stories, not related to astrology though, like dating myths. Like a guy does this, that means he's not interested, And this is why I talk so much about information that you consume on the internet and just taking in too much information. You have to be very sure of who you are being in this world. This is important because when you are navigating your world, because you have to talk to people, especially if you have to go to work, school, whatever you do, you have to interact with people. The one thing that you want to be sure of in this world is who you are being, so that if anybody comes outside of you and tell you something, it's not going to shift you on the story that you're telling yourself and that you want to experience. I call this standing 10 toes down on the story you want to experience. So at that time I was shaky because I wasn't fully trusting myself yet, but I was kind of there, and then boom, away. This is where I got angry. And like I said, I'm telling you guys this because one, circumstances do that matter because he's currently my boyfriend, right? But also that it does not matter. You can get what you want, but I want you guys to avoid going through that emotional tug of war. You don't have to go through those things to get what you want. I went through those things because I was learning. I didn't know, but you're going to know because you're going to watch this video. So anywho's, this time around, I got serious. I was like, okay, I know what I need to do. I know I need to trust myself. Now at this time, not only do I know my power, I understood the things that I say to myself. I understood affirmations now. I'm understanding mental imagery and how your consciousness is your reality. Now I have the conscious awareness of manifestation. Whereas back then I was just free flowing through life, right? And this took me to the next level. Nobody can ever tell me who I am. I know who I am. Nobody can tell me they're better than me. I'm the best. Nobody can tell me that anything. I know what I'm doing here. I know who I am. You get what I'm saying? So that's the energy I move with now. And that ultimately is what manifested not just him, but like everything else. My friendships bloomed and grew. Like it bloomed and grew. I became a woman. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like the woman that I desire to be. And of course, I'm still growing. Everybody's always constantly evolving, growing to new heights. But who I am and seeing that chapter, I'm telling you guys, don't do what I did. Ultimately, the reason why it got shaky for me was because one, I didn't decide on a story, and I didn't trust in myself, and I didn't trust in knowing that I get what I want. All you have to do is decide that it's yours. All of these techniques are essentially to help you, are tools to help you stay in the state of the wish fulfilled, but you really don't need it if you do not want to use them. Because when I was back in the free, not knowing about manifestation, I wasn't using any techniques. That's why I know that this stuff is real, because it's like, I wasn't never using any of these terms. I was doing this way before, living life, getting what I want. I was a girl that every guy wanted. My DMs was on flow. Everybody used to want to post on my social media because they know men will hit up in my DMs. This is what I mean. Like, and I wasn't saying affirmations for that. I just had a knowing that I was cool and people wanted to be around me. And along the line that, you know, this is also why I think self-concept, who you are saying you are, is important. Who you are saying you are to the world. Make sure that as you navigate this journey, you understand this. It's about what you see and think of yourself, your assumptions about yourself, and knowing that you can have what you want. It's not just about the material things you're going to naturally have that has a byproduct, but just knowing like, hey, I can go and wake up and know that what I want has to unfold for me. And you can still enjoy your life. You do not have to stay curled up, stuck, stagnant in one spot, affirming. You can live your life. I was going to the gym. I was talking to people. I was meeting new people, and I still got what I want. Because I decided, hey, no. I'm taking my life back in my reins. I'm no longer giving my power away to other people. I don't tap into tarot anymore. I don't tap into any of that astrology things. I may tell people, hey, I'm a Capricorn, but I don't hold any weight on the traits of that. Now, if you are into those things, just be very aware that you're not giving your power away. Meaning, if the astrologist tells you, in the next month, you're going to go through struggles because the sun is over the moon. I don't know, right? And you go, oh my God, the next month, let me prep myself for problems. You literally just accepted somebody telling you you're going to go through problems. You do not have to do that. You do not have to struggle. You do not have to go through a struggle to get what you want. It's already yours as soon as you decided that it was yours. And if anything I can say to my younger self was, I'm not mad at any version of me, but if anything I can say to my younger self was, hey girl, the power's in you. You don't got to worry about nothing. The power's in you. Just keep going. The power's in you. You don't have to go through these things. But since I can't say it to my younger self because I'm me right now, I'm already here. It's fine. I'm not mad. I forgive myself. I'm happy. I feel like I collected all versions of me like an infinity stone and just love all of them. It's okay. But I want to give it to you instead then. You have the power within you to just decide. It's literally right now. If you just close your eyes and you think on what it is that you want to experience, just decide within yourself that, hey, I don't care. This is mine. I have it. This is my experience. What I want is mine. Just decide and decide every single day. If you have to do it over and over again, do it. And that's all you need. That's literally all you need. And of course, gas yourself up. Self-concept, baby. Tell yourself you're the best thing to walk this earth. Tell you the most beautiful, the most handsome. You're cool. If any message I want to pass to you guys is you do not have to go through struggle. I learned it the hard way, and that's okay. I forgive myself. But you do not have to go through struggle. I love you guys.